Well, I'm going to get a load of sawdust. We got Alex's truck to hook it on because, well, Freddie's truck's tore apart. Hooked us on earlier. We did realize that we should have slid the pogo stick and all the hydraulics back at least a foot. It is kind of tight on this one. It's not so bad on the other trailer, but on this one it definitely is. But it'll work. Just needs a little bit of stretching. So I'm gonna go get that load real quick from Richford, and then I got some other stuff we gotta do. We're here at the wood plant. Just drove across the scale. I'm waiting because Josh is loading the truck. There's actually a lot going on today. Normally it's not this busy here, but Josh is loading one of his trailers right now to deliver to a customer. And told him I'll record a little bit for him since he's got so much going on today. Our live bottom floor trailer. He's over there. He's running the loader right now, putting sawdust in. One of his guys right here running, I think it's the chipper, I'm not really sure. So he's got one of his guys here running this machine, throwing logs in. He's got a tilt out bucket. 8 and something yards is this bucket. So he can load any trailer, no matter how tall it is. Even if he doesn't go in the bay with it, it's still tall enough to load trailers on level platform. And he's got another guy behind that sawdust shed feeding into the plant. Josh do a little bit of explaining on what's going on, but right now he's moving right along. He's busy today. So this machine's just sucking the whole tree right in and grinding it up. Got their sawdust set, or their shed. He does make shavings too, but right now it's just sawdust in here. These right here went through a debarker that's right there behind these logs. Takes a lot of the bark off. Then another one of his guys is running the crane, feeding the plant trees. And so the crane you saw is Caleb. Josh said, this is Josh Jarvis, co-owner of Natural Forest Product. Him and Matt Gregwire, right? Yep. They own the plant together. So Caleb, you saw he's slashing wood, and that's doing what for the plant?
That's for shavings. We do bag shavings with the stuff Caleb's slashing.
And then the skid steer.
That's feeding in the sawdust that we got ground up to make the dairy sawdust.
So that's what's going to be coming out to here, is what he's feeding in, and that's to get dried.
Yep.
So he has a lot in here, but by the end of the day it's going to be pretty empty.
It's going to be empty.
He's got 3 trailer loads like that he's hauling out, and then I'll be taking a couple buckets. And what's he doing?
That's more product to be dried, right?
So this machine, that sawdust will be going to the skid steer to get dried. That'll then be coming sawdust. Because right now it's just wet, straight trees, but it's not dry enough for straight sawdust.
It's 30 to 40% moisture right now. And after we run it through the dryer, it's going to be 6 to 10.
Big jump. How long is it taking to dry now?
It's taking about 4 hours to do a trailer load.
And that, how much is in the trailer?
130 yards.
Okay. Josh said it earlier when he was driving, but it might have been too loud. But the wood that they're grinding with that machine then gets brought over to here. I hauled a couple over here for Josh because he asked me to. And then the skid steer loads it into the conveyor that then goes through the drying system that actually makes the sawdust that's in there. The trees that are going through with that lift over there, or with the crane that's over there, those are actually going in for the bagger system to make for the bags of shavings. And then Josh just has to get his truck out of the way. I'll pull in ours, but you can actually see, no you can't, but the sawdust is coming in right there right now. While he's getting that truck out of the way, I was just hauling a couple of these buckets over to help him out for a minute. They're just throwing all those trees through, and that'll be making sawdust. Just brought another bucket here for him, but he's back to slashing that wood because they can only be 8 feet long, no longer, to go through the conveyor system that's in the building. Any longer, it starts hitting stuff in there, so he's got to slash them if they're not cut to the right length. But there is a lot going on today. Normally it's actually quite quiet when I get sawdust. There's not too many of the other machines going because it's normally done when I come around, but figured since it's all going on, I might as well record it and show it to you guys because it's something different. So Josh is rolling out with this. We'll back ours in. We'll get that trailer loaded. I'm all loaded up, so I'm gonna head out. Well, I'm headed out. Got my load of sawdust. I might have had to put the lockers in. Oh, we're good. Oh, we're spinning a little bit. There we go. So, I came in over the scale, but I'm gonna drive around. Because, I don't need to say this, but I can. Because this loop wasn't here before, but I may or may not have popped a back tire on Ferdy's truck last year on that scale because I looped it wrong. There's a possibility that I did. I'm not saying it though. But yeah, I did pop a tire on that last year because I screwed up. But you'll have that. So we're gonna head back. I gotta go slow down the road because we don't got a tarp. But we have pretty good luck anyways. We will be buying a tarp for this. We priced it out, but it's a little expensive and got other stuff to pay for. I do plan on doing a full video here at some point. Josh really wants me to. So that will be coming in the future of the whole plant. I just haven't got around to it. But if you guys want to see, that will be coming in the future. So we're going about 20. If I go any faster than that, I start losing sawdust. I do love the Jake on this truck. It never gets old. I do get to drive it a little bit more right now since it's on the trailer. But it's about 2-something miles from the farm. I don't think it's fully 3 miles that we have to haul the sawdust, so it's actually quite convenient. We're back in the shop from getting sawdust. Roger is here today. I'm gonna put him on camera. You got Henry here too. He's supervising. My mom is coming back with the parts for this. They basically had all of them, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Henry knows. You should get down. No. No. He's like a little monkey. He likes to crawl around on everything. Rawr. Is that your growl? No. So Roger is changing out wore out parts. I'm not really sure everything that he's done on it, but there's been, for the most part, minor repairs, right? So nothing overall expensive, luckily this year. The engine we thought was gonna have something because he found some goo in the fill pipe, but so far it doesn't look like it needs an engine job, but something we have to watch. Christoph is changing air filters and some others. I don't know what else you're doing on here.
Service, so it's all done.
Yep.
So it's ready to go.
And Roger sent out an oil sample for the engine to make sure that there's nothing else in that, since he did find that. There was some blower paddle stuff on one side that was bad. I know, I'm just saying. There's a brake line that's rotted out. But Roger said there's a caliper broken.
No, it's
the housing?
No, the tank.
The reservoir is cracked for the brake line. He did some other stuff on the front by the rollers. Just routine maintenance that he finds. Because every year... What? What'd you say?
Keep Roger out of here doing this stuff.
Yes. So our plan, and it's worked, especially last year. It's a good year when you don't see Roger all year till the winter. And I say that in a nice way. But, yes, Henry. Every year he comes through and does a John Deere check through, which takes him like 4 or 5 hours, however long, and he basically looks at everything that's known to go. And we've had very good luck for the most part. Change whatever needs to be done. He also did the little chopper, but that one we didn't do too much because we didn't do too many acres with it, but it wouldn't sharpen anymore last year, and some mice ate the knock sensors for that. So that's all that's gonna get fixed on that. So this one needed the bulk of the work, which is understandable since it's the main chopper. And Christoph, his cab filters from Snaplage really collected some dust. Henry. So Roger was hitting this bearing out that wasn't too hot. He was also replacing that's the length, the cut roller, right?
Smooth roll.
The smooth roll. And that does?
It's the bottom rear feed roll.
Okay. So he's replacing that. The old one's down there. And when he hit this bearing out, it shattered.
Oh, he's a new one.
There wasn't enough broken for him, so now he's breaking stuff on it. But he's replacing stuff. I have to take this drive shaft to Valancourt because we can't get this yoke off to pull the hanger bearing off. So I'm gonna have him pull it off. I'm gonna go do that. And they're gonna keep working on this. He will not be done on the chopper today, by most likely. No, even Henry knows that. But they'll be pretty close.
You gonna park that or?
Yeah, I'll go park it.
I'm gonna take it off.
Well, this is replaced because that's wore out on the edges.
It's supposed to be level.
So it's just a wear point.
Yeah.
Henry decided to roll the rim into the shop.
Yeah.
We tipped it over, that way he doesn't hurt himself, but the door is open and he brought that thing in from outside. That goes on one of the little international tractors. The rim was rotted out. He wants to help. Maybe that'll make his daddy forced to put the tire on. Yes. Roger will be coming back to finish this. He said he's got like one more day on it. Looks like my lens is dirty. There we go. So he's coming back for one more day on this. Christoph and me got the transmission out from under the truck. We actually had to pull the shifting lever off because it was too tall, and both mounts because it was too wide to fit out of here. Get it out of there. We wanted to fix some lines, and then we actually noticed that it is leaking transmission oil, so we're going to attempt to fix that because we're going to do the rear main seal too. But that is just how this is going. But I think this is enough for this video. Something a little different with the wood plant, and there'll be more coming of that. So thanks for watching. Till the next one.